So this broad's unloading about her dating life, right? Like, I give flying fuck about your goddamn romantic escapades, lady. I'm trying to survive out here. She's belly aching about some dude. Oh, he doesn't understand me. I sense his anger, blah, blah, blah. Probably because you're a goddamn nightmare. Am I right? But wait for it. Wait for the twist. Turns out the guy's got one leg. One goddamn leg. She leaves that little detail out? You gotta be shitting me. Oh, I didn't know how he felt. No shit, Sherlock. You got two goddamn legs, you clueless twat. You think crutches are a 2-week inconvenience? Try living your whole life hopping around like a goddamn kangaroo. I'm picturing this dude back at his place, and it's like, boom, easy access, no awkward angles, just, you know, convenient suicide doors on a goddamn Prius, I swear. She's all embarrassed, tries to buy him a beer. He should have thrown it in her face, the one-legged badass. But hold on, this gets better, see? She's got this other story, some dude in college at a Jello wrestling party, because of course it's a Jello wrestling party. Are you kidding me? Asks if she's in his physics class, and she's all like, I don't know, probably blackout drunk, let's be honest. He's nice, friendly, smart, in good shape, and she's waiting for the butt, right? The goddamn catch? Turns out this time he's got 2 legs. 2 perfectly good legs. So naturally she gets hammered at a party. Some other broad is getting humped in a car in the driveway, and she decides to be funny, tries to scare him, smashes her face into the window and chips her goddamn tooth. Chips her frickin' tooth. I swear to Christ, this woman is a walking disaster. And now she loves him? Now she's all in? Because she chipped her tooth for a laugh? What is this? Dumb and Dumber 2-0? He's digging around in the dirt for her tooth. Is she kidding me? And turns out he's into boozy girls with pencil-tucky yuck mouths. Pencil-tucky yuck mouths. What in the goddamn Appalachian hell is that? Is that code for missing teeth and a taste for moonshine? But wait, it gets worse. I mean, better. She fixed her tooth, laid off the booze, and now the Jello wrestling physics partner is her husband. And they're coming to see you in Newark, New Jersey. You couldn't pay me enough to go to Newark, New Jersey? That's a real positive way to end a podcast. Lady, you're a goddamn train wreck, and I wouldn't trust you with a box of goddamn matches. So congrats, you found someone who's just as cracked as you are. Enjoy each other's company, you two psychopaths. You know what pisses me off? Handing something down to your kids. The American dream, they call it. 30 goddamn years this guy runs helicopter tours in Orange County. No incidents. Then throws it to his dipshit son. Here you go, Junior. Don't screw it up. 5 days later, 5 days. Some terminal 61-year-old jumps out of the damn thing. So the kid's up there probably hasn't even memorized the stupid tour script. Look to your left. 27 miles of beaches established 1903. Please buckle your seatbelt. And this guy's just gone. What the actual fuck? And immediately everyone's like, oh, he's a hero. He took control of his life. Yeah, by traumatizing some poor sap kid who just wanted to fly a helicopter and make a buck. See, what I admire, and you know I admire the balls on this guy, is he didn't go out like a damn wuss, swallowing pills and watching Sleepless in Seattle while wrapped in Nana's Afghan. Nah, this guy's like, take me up in the goddamn sky, let me look at this miserable planet one last time, then bam, superhero exit. Foot on the dashboard, probably telling the kid to shut his trap about the beaches, just relishing the moment, until, of course, the one detail they left out. He didn't die 500 feet above the ocean, belly flops into the water like a goddamn crash test dummy. And I'm picturing him all the way down, almost there, almost free of this agonizing pain. Oh, Jesus, it's worse. Much worse. But hey, at least he got to experience a new kind of pain right before dying later in the hospital. This guy's my hero. And if you aren't inspired by this, then maybe it's time to reevaluate the meaning of life and figure out your balls are just decorative. All right, settle down, you pasty-faced maple syrup guzzlers. Look at you! Glued to your goddamn phones, huh? Probably ordering poutine and filming TikToks of yourselves reacting to my jokes. Jokes you'll steal and pretend you came up with at your open mic night. You talentless hacks. And speaking of people running their yaps, what is it with these damn first ladies all of a sudden? Since when did being married to the guy in charge qualify you to start flapping your gums about everything? You think that you picked out the drapes in the Oval Office? We give a damn about your health care plan, Nancy? Or your organic garden, Michelle? You know what I think? I think it all started with Nancy Reagan and her goddamn Just Say No campaign. Like that's going to stop a junkie. That's like telling a bear, hey, just don't eat the honey, okay? Seriously, who are these broads and why do we give a crap what they think? They're not elected, they haven't fought for anything. They just married the right dude, and suddenly they're experts on everything from education to foreign policy. It's like, would you ask the bus driver's wife for stock tips? Hell no. But oh, Hillary Clinton's next, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, How else do you explain someone going from literally nothing to being a goddamn senator overnight? Because she's qualified? Give me a break. She rode her husband's coattails straight to the top, just like every other leech in Washington. And you people cheered. What the hell is wrong with you? Do you think a woman president is going to magically solve all our problems? Newsflash, it's the same corrupt system, just with a different set of gonads, or lack thereof, running the show. Nothing's going to change until someone has the goddamn balls to start climbing over the fences of those gated communities, find the right throats, and let me tell you, it ain't going to be pretty. And those same bleeding hearts will be screaming and crying violence. But you know what? Then maybe, just maybe, these blood-sucking parasites will finally start listening. So go ahead, clap for Hillary or whoever the hell's next. But don't expect anything to change. Because in the end, it's just another empty suit, spewing the same tired bullshit, while the rich get richer and the rest of us keep fighting over the scraps. Just so you all know, that is why I prefer staying in hotels. Because at least if you're going to get murdered, you got a chance to plan your defense against the axe-wielding maniac, unlike the motel where you're already dead the moment you fall asleep. But I digress.
Jesus Christ, you go to Germany, right? Land of beer and sausage. You think it'll be all Lederhosen and Oompa bands? But no, they got this whole naked sauna thing going on. I mean, what the fuck? I'm already sweating bullets because they crank the heat up to like the surface of the goddamn sun. And then bam, there's a lady buck naked just casually lounging like she's waiting for a damn Uber. So I'm sitting there roasting my nuts off, trying not to make eye contact, thinking, is this some kind of German initiation ritual? Am I about to get hazed by a bunch of naked broads wielding birch branches? Then I gotta get out to cool off, and wouldn't you know it, I lose my damn key. Crawling around on the floor in a towel feeling like a goddamn pervert. And this broad's just standing there starkers, not offering to help, just judging me like I planned this whole goddamn thing. So I'm practically passing out, ready to just run screaming into the streets. And she's all, oh, is this your key? Dangling it over my head like I'm some kind of goddamn dog. And there she is, giving me an eyeful as if I didn't know I was looking. Is this what the world has become? It gets better. So I'm trying not to look at her vagina and grab the key, right? It was so fucked up. And then she's all, enjoy your naked time. Like I wanted to be there. Like I signed up for this goddamn naked freak show. And then they expect me to be cool when I get out of the ice bath. Like my junk isn't going to shrivel up like a goddamn raisin in that frigid water. You know what neutralizes it? Other naked men, she's right. It's like a damn cock lottery. The only reason I'm traveling here is to hear stories like this. Like the naked man in the German sauna is the only thing that's going to cure my depression. So I just want to know, why is everyone so damn comfortable with nudity all of a sudden? You know what? I'll tell you why. It's because we're all so goddamn lonely that we're willing to embrace any kind of weird, uncomfortable shit just to feel like we're part of something, even if it's a naked German sauna circle jerk, and now I can't go into a spa without feeling like a friggin' pervert. That's it. All right, so this comedian guy invites me to jam before my friggin' forum show. Says, Bill, bring your goddamn guitar. We got a drum kit. Some musicians going to be a party. A party? Like, I don't have enough stress dealing with a sea of morons who paid to see me. But now I'm a sucker. I show up. Turns out it's a bunch of failed musician comedians and some dude who actually played with Whitesnake before they became a goddamn karaoke band. Whitesnake! Jesus, are we reliving the... So we're jamming. Van Halen, Van Morrison, the whole shebang. Some idiot's got a Van Halen tribute guitar, crushing the solo. Crushing? Seriously? You call that crushing? And we played for 3 freaking hours, 3 hours. And now I'm drained, wiped out, thinking, oh great, I just blew my wad before the actual show like I'm some kind of goddamn amateur. But of course, fear kicks in, adrenaline pumps, and somehow I drag my tired ass on stage like some performing monkey. And they got the balls to thank me for that, thank me for surviving. This whole goddamn thing reminds me of Disney Plus with The Mandalorian and all this corporate garbage where you got these massive conglomerates and some people are trying to build a career. And guess what? Guess who ain't seeing a dime of that money? Not a goddamn one of us, that's who. Oh, Europe, huh? Fucking Europe! Another comedian thinking he's all world going to Europe to find himself or some shit. Like, they're not just as dumb as we are over here. The food, the people, so enlightened. Bullshit. You'll be eating some greasy-ass sausage, listening to some guy yell about football. I know that guy. He's the same idiot I see at the goddamn sports bar. Estonia? Bosnia? What are you, a history professor now? Suddenly you give a crap about Eastern Europe, and you're going to go over there and try to figure out what a Bosnian audience will get. Are you kidding me? You're going to try to tailor your jokes to a bunch of people you've never met, speaking a language you probably don't even understand. That's a recipe for disaster. Remember London? Squirrel jokes? Do they even have squirrels? Jesus Christ, just go up there and be yourself. For Christ's sake, who gives a damn if they get your references? You bomb, you make fun of them for being too stupid to get it, then you move on. That's the job. And this whole I'm so blessed to go intern sorrow crap. Yeah, Netflix, YouTube, whatever. We get it. You're famous. Good for you. Just don't start thinking you're some goddamn ambassador. You're telling jokes, not solving world peace. And Prague? First time there? Forget about enjoying the day. You'll be a nervous wreck pacing around your hotel room like a goddamn caged animal trying to remember your set list. That's what it is. Only after you've cleared the land, built a goddamn following, can you bring the wife who'll inevitably buy some overpriced antique, and then you gotta figure out how to ship the goddamn thing back. Why? That's all I hear. Why do you like it? I don't like it because it's a goddamn dust collector. Now, a helicopter pilot. That's interesting. Conspiracy theories? Really? The banking system is a Ponzi scheme. Newsflash, buddy. The whole damn system is rigged. And that's why you learn to fly a helicopter. To escape LA when it hits the fan? Where are you gonna go? The desert? Good luck finding gas out there, genius. Magnum PI. Yeah, seriously? That's your inspiration? And now you're gonna pretend you're a gearhead because you watch YouTube videos of guys fixing engines? Just admit it. You wanted a cool toy. And you don't even own a helicopter. Renting? That's your escape plan? You gonna hotwire one while zombies are gnawing on your ankles? Pre-flight checks? Are you kidding me? You'd be zombie food before you even get the rotors turning. But hey, congrats on accomplishing something in your life besides telling dick jokes. Now get your ass to Europe and try not to embarrass the rest of us, although I'm not holding my breath. Hey, you ever try to watch a damn baseball game anymore? Jesus Christ, I'm a Red Sox fan since birth, okay? And now what is this crap? Sweet Caroline, a freaking sing-along in the 7th inning? Are you kidding me? You got some douchebag with his arm around his girl, swaying like they're at a friggin' Nicholas Sparks movie. What happened to the town I grew up in? Now they got a freaking mascot in Boston. The last time they tried that, the poor bastard got pelted with so many cigarette lighters he quit after 3 games. Now everybody's holding hands and singing? What is this, a goddamn hippie commune? You know, success just ruins everything. Oh, you like that, huh? You like that I'm going against the grain? You think I'm bitter because they won? No, I'm happy they won, you moron. I just don't need a campfire sing-along at Fenway Park. And don't even get me started on Steve Jobs overrated. I said it! Now tell me, you actually watch those political conventions? You're wasting your damn time. Democrat, Republican. It's the same damn song and dance. Everything good was because of us. Everything bad was because of them. You think these clowns give a crap about you? They're all on the same damn horse, sucking up to the same corporate overlords. You know who I'm voting for? The guy who comes on TV and says there's a meteor headed straight for Earth. The psycho, because at least he's not bought and paid for. At least he's going to show you the actual Pentagon files of what they're covering up. Okay? I can trust that guy, because every other one is going to say we need to get America back to work like they're not going to be replaced by robots. And some idiot in a Tennessee t-shirt is going to be jumping up and down, you know, robots are coming and we're all screwed. And you know what, Conan? I don't have any kids, and if you go too long, you turn into that crazy black dude in Predator going, I see it over there in them trees. So I need a kid, okay? I need a kid to keep me from getting too crazy, but you know what? It's too late. You see what I'm saying, right? I'm telling you how I feel. That's the least you can do for me, and my special You People Are All the Same is out October 1st at billburr. All right, let me tell you something. This goddamn algorithm, man. I'm trying to keep track of my shows, right? 3 episodes, bam, hooked on this Japanese cartoon thing, anime they call it, which, all right, I knew that part, but apparently mentioning it is like admitting you still listen to fucking My Chemical Romance. Jesus. I tweet, hey, One Punch Man, pretty good. And the internet, he explodes. Am I drunk? Do I even know anime? Like, relax, Nancy Grace. I just watched a goddamn cartoon. I'm flipping through Netflix, same old garbage, and then boom. 5 stars, 4.5. That's why I hate the thumbs up, down bullshit. Hitler gets a thumbs down, same as stubbing your toe. What kind of scale is that? Anyway, I dig this show, right? Not just the humor, but it's got this undercurrent, this real feeling of what it's like to be a young person in Japan. That soul-crushing march into the corporate grinder, which, spoiler alert, ain't that different from over here unless you're a goddamn psychopath. And the superhero, the main dude, doesn't want to be a hero. Just does it as a hobby. Fighting monsters, my heart's not in anymore. What the fuck? This guy trained so hard he lost all his hair. Hilarious, by the way. He's super self-conscious about it. And now he's got this one punch. That's it.
Doesn't matter how badass the monster, he just delivers this one punch. Blam. Some people say it should have been called Fred, I guess. And these monsters, they're not just monsters, they're metaphors. Giant virus sent by Earth because we're wrecking the planet, all right? Greenpeace, I see you.
But then there's Crabman. Half crab, half dude in tighty whities and bare feet. Talk about needing some New Balance shoes. He's going, I ate too much crab meat. Now I'm crab meat. And that's the goddamn 1% right there. Power lunch, sushi overload. Just take. Nothing spiritual. Sip. So, Fred again. Blam. Then Mosquito Lady controlling all the bloodsuckers, draining energy, getting stronger. Gold digger, pure and simple. Not enough blood. Get me more. Sounds like every goddamn housewife I've ever met. And then when she's powerful enough, she tells the mosquitoes to get lost. You're done. Used you. And this is the person, the minute they get successful, they forget where they came from. Look at the peons they used to use. All right, bikes, goddamn bikes. You know what pisses me off? It's not the bikes themselves, it's the stupid shit stuck in my head like a goddamn verbal diarrhea. I ain't got Tourette's though. I sometimes wish I did. Imagine just yelling cocksucker at a funeral, the looks you'd get. But no, my brain latches onto these random goddamn things like that show Scared Straight. You know the one? They throw these punk-ass kids, these little delinquents, into jail for a day, thinking it'll scare the piss out of them and they'll magically become model citizens. Yeah, right. But there's this one episode from '99, uncensored. Holy shit, they didn't send these little shits to some county jail. No, they sent them to a maximum security penitentiary filled with guys who probably eat nails for breakfast. And these inmates just verbally assault these kids. I'm talking screaming, cursing, threatening, and it's the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen. And don't even try to feel bad for them. These aren't your average playground bullies. These kids are stabbing other kids, okay? They walk in there all cocky. What's up? This ain't shit. I run 6th grade. Then they meet Crazy Chris, scars all over his face. The screen even freezes and tells you he killed 6 people. A double life sentence. This dude's so bad, his reincarnated soul is doing time. And he gets right up in their faces. My name's Crazy Chris. And from now on, you'll see me in your nightmares. And these little pussies are shitting their pants. I'm 12, don't talk to me like that. Then he tells them he'll take a bite out of each of them if he ever sees them again. And they're ready to sign up for Sunday school right then and there. But then it gets better. Some other inmate comes up, grabs a kid, makes him hold his pocket, walk around holding his goddamn pocket. Are you kidding me? You know what that means in prison? He's basically saying, this kid's my bitch. And he's telling these middle schoolers he's going to make them suck his dick for breakfast. I hate breakfast. One of them yells, it's pure comedic gold. Then there's this other scene. This dude pulls a kid out of line. A little skinny kid with a bowl cut parted down the middle. The prisoner asks him why he's here. The kid says, stealing. And the prisoner goes, the fuck you took. And the kid with his goddamn bowl cut says, bikes, bikes. That's why I yell bikes all the time. I'll be driving with my wife, see a bike shop, and I just scream, and she's sick of it. She tells me, you get one, so I gotta make it count. I pull over, roll down the window, wait for some unsuspecting sap to be checking out the bikes on the sidewalk, finding one he likes, and I yell, bike. And when he turns around, confused and scared, I just add, stop selling drugs, and drive off. You know why? Because some people just need a little dose of prison reality to understand they can't get away with shit. All right. Settle down, Vancouver. Jeez. Electric bikes, huh? That's what you got? We got bird scooters back in LA. Little pieces of shit they are, but at least there's something. And don't even get me started on the pandemic. Remember that? Everyone locked down, comedy clubs dead, and these mooks, these guys here, they're driving around in a freaking truck, doing shows in the worst parts of LA, saving comedy, right? And now look at them, huh? Look at them, selling merch, looking like a Prius mechanic fixing electric scooters. What the hell happened? You're fascinating, man, looking like me and Matt somehow fused into one guy, half Middle Eastern angst, half pasty white guilt. That's what you gotta look forward to at 36, folks, literally. And you, Mr. Egypt, talking about going back? You're scared of the place I want to go on vacation. What kind of backwards ass shit is that? My wife wants to check it out, learn about Arab culture, and you're telling me it's too dangerous? I saw The Mummy, what more do I need to know? But get this. Women throwing panties at Matt, which I get. I mean, he's got that thing, right? But me, I get some 47-year-old dude wants to meet Maz Jobrani through me. What the hell kind of pyramid scheme is this? And then they hit me with that "my mom loves you" line. I'm too old for sugar babies. I'm a super daddy, I guess. I'm looking into your future, kid. Enjoy your hair while you still got it. And then this dude with those boots claiming to be my dad.
Nah, not buying it. You people working together? Conspiracy, I tell you. You know what it is? It's the white privilege to call for police, bro.
I am stronger. What do you say, Bert?
Let's have at it so that next time he gets what coming to him. All right, settle down, you bunch of jabronis. So I'm stuck at this GOAT WG thing, right? Greatest of all time, white guy? Are you kidding me? In 2024. This is what we're doing. Like white guys haven't already had, I don't know, the last 5,000 years. And now we get a whole night dedicated to worshiping another one. And Netflix is throwing the party. Seriously. Netflix, the company that cancels everything good after 2 seasons unless it has like 14 gay characters and a talking dog with a social justice agenda. They couldn't find a trans amputee competitive eater to celebrate what they're all busy. So they're stuck honoring Captain Bland himself, Tom Brady, the poster child for mediocre white privilege wrapped in a shiny, slightly deflated football. I'm just saying, the dude's good, okay, he's great, but come on. Now we gotta sit here and pretend this isn't some thinly veiled attempt to reclaim lost glory for the Pale Brigade. Golf, tennis, hockey, even baseball. It's like someone hit the undo button on history. Oh, but tonight's about Tom freaking Brady? Yeah, because he totally gives a crap about securing a future for white kids, right? More like securing another endorsement deal and maybe finally figuring out what the hell Gisela saw in him besides a winning record and a crippling fear of avocados. Look at this picture. Jesus, what is he, pregnant with himself? All soulful and dreamy-eyed. I'm getting diabetes just looking at it, but no, he's relentless, he's driven, he's got that
it factor? Yeah, it being a pathological need to win at all costs. Probably fueled by some deep-seated childhood trauma involving a participation trophy he didn't get. And Netflix, of course, laps it up. Serial killers and psychopaths, they're bread and butter, am I right? I mean, let's compare him to Ted Bundy. Handsome? Check.
All right, so I'm watching this chick on YouTube, right? Talking about getting waxed, a Brazilian, the whole shebang. For who? For who? I ask ya. You think some dude is gonna appreciate that kind of commitment to a goddamn smooth snatch? He's gonna be thinking about his fantasy football team, I guarantee it. It's like, oh, I do it for myself, bullshit. You do it because society's jammed this idea down your throat that you gotta be hairless like a goddamn dolphin to be desirable. And the pain, it's like a needle, anticipation, then it's over. A needle? Honey, I've had kidney stones, and I take that over having hot wax ripped off my junk any day of the week. I like to be clean down there for girls.
Oh, now you're being honest.
So you inflict this torture on yourself just so some girl doesn't gaggle?
Gaggle? They're not even a word.
What are we, a flock of goddamn geese?
And this poor girl's scared shitless. If the camera crew wasn't here, I'd be gone already. She's got more sense than the rest of you sheep. Girls love being mothering and nurturing. Yeah, right, until you leave the toilet seat up one time. Then it's World War III. So now you gotta endure this medieval torture device just to meet these girls. You gotta lay face up on a table, spread eagle, while some lady you just met smears hot wax on your most prized possession. And then she's counting down 1, 2, 3. Like she's disarming a goddamn bomb. Now you know what we girls go through for you guys. Oh, spare me the martyr act. You chose this? You bought into the lie. And now you're demanding we appreciate your sacrifice. It's not the pain, it's the trauma. The trauma of being naked in front of strangers. The trauma of having your ass on full display for a goddamn camera crew. I've done this to Sandra Bullock. Well, good for Sandra Bullock. Maybe she enjoys being humiliated. But I'm guessing she's getting paid a hell of a lot more than this poor sap. Maintenance of a wiener, that's what it is. We're talking about maintenance. Then the lady's moving your junk around like she's rearranging furniture. The lady just manhandling your package, like slide it over, get it out of there. Like it's a goddamn joystick on an arcade game. And you're lying there, ass in the air, completely vulnerable, thinking, how the hell did I get here? Visual illusion of length to a girl's legs. Oh, so it's all about vanity in the end. It's all about trying to trick the world into thinking you're something you're not. Well, you know what gives a visual illusion of intelligence? Shutting your damn mouth and listening for once.
Seriously, these days you can't even tell a damn joke anymore, right? You try to lighten the mood, a little marital fun, you know, keep them guessing in public, gotta spice things up. So the other day at the goddamn grocery store, I'm in the produce section, I yell honey, which by the way is code for hold on to your damn purse, things are about to get weird, and I hit her with honey. Will you grab her? Honey, I need a thin cucumber. And this lady, this absolute specimen of enlightened sensitivity, she's offended like I just disrespected the entire damn female gender. Excuse you, sir, that was inappropriate. Inappropriate? Are you kidding me? What's inappropriate is your assumption that I'm some kind of deviant. Lady, I'm happily married, barely, and all I'm trying to do is make a damn joke, but no, everyone's got to be so goddamn uptight these days, so offended by everything. So quick to jump to conclusions like I can't even make a goddamn cucumber joke without being branded a misogynist. And maybe you should get your mind out of the gutter. Maybe you just made my day even worse, you know? And just to clarify for all the triggered snowflakes out there, I'm married and we're Christians, so get your mind out of the damn toilet and stop overthinking everything before it ruins the entire goddamn day. All right. So I'm driving home last night, right? Fucking idiot tailgating me in a Prius. Probably got a coexist bumper sticker and thinks he's saving the planet by driving 5 miles under the speed limit. Which, by the way, is more dangerous, you morons. Anyway, it got me thinking about cops, those delightful bastards, and how much they love pulling you over for, breathing while brown, or maybe having a taillight out, the kind of shit that doesn't cause accidents but generates revenue, right? So I'm thinking, what if we just flip the script on these guys, these enforcers of the status quo? You see those flashing lights behind you, right? Don't panic, you goddamn panic merchant. Start meditating, just breathe, pretend you're at yoga, I don't know, whatever works. He comes up to the window, flashlight in your face like you're being interrogated in Guantanamo. And he asks that bullshit question, do you know why I pulled you over, sir? Don't answer, you goddamn sheep. Just stare straight ahead, vacant, like you're looking at a goddamn abstract painting. Let him sweat. Let him question his authority, which, let's be honest, is based on nothing but a gun and a badge. Who the fuck are these guys? And then when he asks again, because he will ask again, you lean in, put your finger on his lips gently now. You don't want to trigger him. You say, letting him know who's in control. You're in control, not the guy with the gun. Maybe stroke his mustache a little, show him some goddamn humanity that he probably lost years ago writing tickets for broken taillights, and then just peel out, leaving him standing there confused, questioning his life choices, wondering if he should have become a park ranger instead. Because at least then the only animals he'd have to deal with are squirrels and tourists instead of miserable pricks like me and you, the people he is trying to catch. He will be on the side of the road for 50. No, I'm kidding. You'll get shot. Don't do that. But the first part is good. Be chill, stay frosty. Don't incriminate. That's it. You know what grinds my gears? Reality TV. For Bert, more like hurt brain. Seriously, some genius producer thought it was a brilliant idea to throw me, a goddamn human being, into a cage with a 9-foot grizzly. What the hell am I? A goddamn lab rat. Oh, but it's for entertainment. Entertainment for who? The bears? They're probably sitting there high-fiving each other saying, hey, let's get that idiot from TV and make him look like a fool. So there I am, on set, ready to face this hairy beast, and the trainer, and I use that term loosely because the guy looked like he'd been wrestling bears since kindergarten, hands me 5 marshmallows. Marshmallows. Are you kidding me? He says, just put it in your mouth, let him taste it, and he'll trust you. Trust? This is a bear, not a golden retriever, you moron. What am I, a Pez dispenser for grizzly bears now? John, of course, the crew is all gung-ho about it, like it's the most normal thing in the world. This is how we do it. Out there, Tulsa. This is how you get your ass eaten. So I did what they said, stuck the damn marshmallow in my mouth, walked in front of the bear like some kind of marshmallow-flavored prostitute, and bam! The beast went wild, a furry torpedo headed straight for my face. Tongue wrestling a bear? It was like making out with a goddamn garbage disposal. And you know what the trainer said after? Fantastic. He likes marshmallows. No shit, Sherlock. So now, armed with the earth-shattering knowledge that bears like marshmallows, I'm supposed to trick this furry hellspawn. Just say marshmallow and he'll give you space. Yeah, right. Like he's gonna respect my safe word when he thinks my ass is a walking candy store. All right, so I'm sitting there flicking through YouTube, and this pops up, some douchebag comedian gets to play UFC fighter for a day. Fantastic. Like, what is it with the internet and these dipshits pretending to be tough? I mean, this guy, Bert, whatever his name is, they're going to walk me through the most brutal, the most savage blood sport in history and try to get it across. What, like a clown in a kimono is going to understand the years of sacrifice, the broken bones, the goddamn discipline it takes to step into that octagon? Yeah, the octagon's some cage where these guys can't run away because, surprise, sometimes a guy getting his ass kicked might want to bail, you think? No shit, Sherlock! So he gets thrown around by these pros, these legit martial artists, and he's surprised he ends up on the ground. What you expect, sunshine and rainbows. He's whining about some menacing looks like he's never seen a goddamn fighter before, and being afraid is protecting yourself, no shit. Then he's tapping out like a goddamn Morse code operator, tap, tap, tap. Because one tap might just be a brush, come on. Then choking. Cutting off blood circulation is like drugs. Wait, this idiot is having fun nearly passing out from being choked? What the actual hell are you supposed to get from this? And don't even get me started on the knife defense where he's like, I went after them. Really? Oh yeah? So what do we learn? Is being an idiot is some valid self-defense? And then, oh, sweet Jesus, they bring in the 14-year-old.
A 14-year-old orange belt. You know, for the laughs, right? He gets his ass handed to him by a kid. Surprise, surprise, he said. He's 30. Jesus, it's like watching a toddler fight a goddamn Wolverine. He goes on about the tap. Can't tap, smaller leg to tap out on. What the hell is that nonsense? So let me get this straight. You got some jackass comedian pretending to be a fighter, getting his ass kicked, almost dying by real fighters and children. Who greenlit this thing? And the best part, we're supposed to learn something about the Ultimate Fighting Championship. That's all asking, huh? I ain't losing my goddamn hallucinatory virginity on your goddamn streaming service, but shrooms? Yeah, shrooms. I've done. Back in Salt Lake City, 2019, with the whole goddamn gang, Bert, Ari, Renazizi, O'Neill, me, the whole damn degenerate crew, and you know what happened? A goddamn hot tub UTI epidemic, that's what. Everyone's jumping in the goddamn jacuzzi, sweat and stale beer mixing in a bubbling bacterial cocktail, and suddenly everyone's got a rash, except for yours truly. I was immune, apparently. Must have been cooking up my own batch of something special, like a goddamn antibiotic factory in my goddamn bowels. And then the shrooms hit, that last goddamn night, Mark's just fucking teleporting around the Airbnb, a giggling mushroom-fueled apparition. 1 minute you're ranting about how much you hate those goddamn Mormons, the next minute, boom, Mark's right there, nodding along, like a goddamn caffeinated meerkat. Michelle Wolf tells me he's like a goddamn stray cat at Bonnaroo, showing up, scaring the shit out of everyone, and then running off again. And you people are happy to see him? You fucking deserve the rash. He's like a bodega cat. You get a few goddamn head scratches in, and then he's gone, spraying his goddamn pheromones everywhere, probably straight into the goddamn iced coffee. I give someone a rash in a hot tub. News to me. You think Airbnb vets those goddamn things? No way. It was probably hosting a goddamn orgy the night before. 6 sweaty drunk comedians blowing God knows what into the goddamn jets. And you people got a UTI out of it? Should have known better. Editing is for the weak. All right, all right. Settle down. You knuckleheads. Guadalajara Airport. You believe this shit? I'm the token white guy, stumbling around like a goddamn toddler who just discovered tequila. And this passport scanner, this glorified toaster oven, is spitting out no bueno, no passport, like it's personally offended by my very existence. 8 hours I've been traveling, smelling like stale airplane farts in desperation. And now this, and the guy working there, Mr. I Know Everything, because I wear a uniform, he's just screaming, scan it at me like I'm the problem. Am I supposed to magically make it work with my mind? Is he seeing this face? This isn't the face of someone who can't operate a goddamn scanner. I've seen toddlers operate iPads better than this machine. Then he tries it, surprise, it doesn't work, and suddenly I gotta go over there. Over where, genius? To the land of functional technology? Why didn't you just listen to me in the first place? Oh, that's right, I'm just another dumb tourist. I know how these people think. I'm an American, therefore I must be an idiot. And then the random check, of course, because apparently my eyebrows scream, international terrorist. Seriously, people are obsessed with my eyebrows. They're like 2 hairy caterpillars staging a goddamn revolution on my forehead, and everyone wants to discuss them at my Q&As after the show. Q&A about my eyebrows. What is this, a goddamn beauty pageant? And don't even get me started on the barber. Just a little trim on top. Yeah, and suddenly I'm looking like I glued 2 furry slugs above my eyes. But Guadalajara, right? Killer crowd. They actually got my jokes. I could rant about Biden, Brad Pitt, Taylor Swift, whatever. They ate it up. And then this douchebag, this white dude, San Francisco Rijek, runs up to me like I'm the goddamn messiah. Come to my bar, man. Party with me. Sure, why not? What else am I gonna do? Contemplate my eyebrows some more. Turns out he's a 25-year-old king of Guadalajara, running his own bar after fleeing the Berkeley COVID craziness, swimming in money and tail. You believe that? 25. I was eating ramen out of a goddamn trash can, and he's offering me blow, talking about how he's living the dream while I'm just trying not to make eye contact with the stray dogs. Then I get home, 9 million DMs about missing out on some epic orgy. Yeah, I think I dodged a bullet there. But still, Guadalajara, right? Mariachi, tequila, tacos.
It's Mexico distilled down to its purest, most chaotic, slightly terrifying essence. You can't help but feel like a king, throwing around 2s and 3s like you own the place. Maybe I should move there, start an eyebrow grooming business. Nah, who am I kidding? Probably just end up getting deported for insulting a passport scanner. All right, let me tell you something. This goddamn world, right? You go out for some goddamn barbecue trying to enjoy yourself, and bam! Some silverback genius got a blurt out Jack Reacher when the waitress reaches. What the fuck, dude? You can't help yourself. Is that what we're doing now? Just shouting out whatever pops into your empty goddamn head. It's like these funny guys. They gotta be the center of attention, right? Big, tall, think they're hilarious. And you know who they end up with? I mean, I'm not judging, but let's be honest. It's always some, never mind. Then they get all historical on you. Oh, Joe Louis beat Schmeling. Huge victory for America. Like, really? We're still hanging on to that? And don't even get me started on the building that's blown outward. I mean, I'm no bomb expert, but if I see a building exploded outwards, I'm gonna guess, wait for it, it probably frickin' exploded. We need levity, they say. What about some goddamn common sense, huh? Look at the pictures. It's a goddamn explosion, Sherlock. Am I a secret animal problem? No, I'm just surrounded by goddamn morons who can't see the obvious. And that, my friends, is the true disaster. God damn it, these self-checkout machines always need help from the attendant who's too busy scrolling TikTok to notice me wrestling with a goddamn bag salad that won't scan. You know what else needs scanning, Iceland? Your lack of anything but white people. Diversity. You call a blonde and a brunette an interracial couple? That's like calling a Chihuahua and a slightly bigger Chihuahua different breeds. Where's the spice? Where's anything resembling cultural friction that isn't some Viking reenactment? Oh, we have hot dogs. Yeah, gas stations have hot dogs. What am I? Some tourist fresh off the plane expecting gourmet reindeer stew. And Metro Burger, McDonald's in a wig trying to fool me with your local flavor. I smell the same greasy corporate bullshit, just rebranded for gullible Instagrammers. You think clean streets and no graffiti makes you superior? It just means you haven't dealt with the real problems, the juicy, messy human problems that breed creativity, innovation, and a healthy dose of cynical humor that clearly you people are lacking. You think you're so enlightened, so progressive, so goddamn pristine? You're just a homogeneous bubble, a cultural vacuum sealed off from the real world, waiting for the inevitable, well, I don't know, maybe a really aggressive flock of puffins, something to finally spice this bland casserole up. But until then, just keep polishing those streets, pretending you're better than everyone else, while the rest of us are actually out there living. All right, so I'm at Uniqlo, right? Fucking Uniqlo. Like, I need another black fucking sweater. Because everything I own is either black, gray, or some shade of miserable. And you know why I'm there? Because I lost my goddamn zipper. Probably because I'm a goddamn idiot. Stolen. They say stolen. More like misplaced by a moron. And the only way to replace it is to go to that soulless, fluorescent lit purgatory of cheaply made clothes that will fall apart after 2 washes. So there I am, eyeing these little puffer jackets looking like goddamn marshmallows. Patagonia wannabes, they are. But hey, reasonably priced, they say. That's why I'm there. Reasonably priced so they can exploit some poor bastard in a sweatshop. But me, I'm a goddamn consumer, ain't I? I deserve a reasonably priced jacket. God damn it. So I try one on, then I see it, that beautiful black sweater. No goddamn security tag. Just begging to be liberated. And here's the question. Am I a bad person because I thought, hey, what's one more black sweater to add to the abyss of despair in my closet, especially if it's free? Is it morally wrong or just efficient? Is it theft or a victimless crime against a heartless corporation run by robots? I mean, come on. They track you everywhere nowadays. Your phone, your credit card, your goddamn toaster probably reports to the NSA. So you know what? I'm gonna play the game. Their game. Put the sweater on, under the jacket, walk right up to the register, buy the goddamn jacket like nothing happened. And if they catch me, oh, silly me, I completely forgot. Play the dumb card. That's my strategy. Because who suspects a goddamn middle-aged man of petty theft in a Uniqlo? They're too busy watching out for teenagers in hoodies. And you know what the worst part is? I'm probably going to tell my wife about it. And she's going to roll her eyes and say, grow up, you goddamn man-child. And she's right. But what else am I supposed to do? Find some meaning in this goddamn meaningless existence. At least this is a story. A goddamn hilarious story that makes me feel alive for 5 goddamn minutes, so sue me. Anyway, I'm out. I got a goddamn black sweater and a reason to be miserable. So I'm flicking through the channels, right? And Sex in the City comes on. The new one! Jesus Christ! What is that garbage? They're gonna be issuing formal apologies for that shit in like a year. I mean, you got jokes you gotta walk back, and then you got pure, unadulterated cringe. I'd rather get yelled at for being offensive than sit through that sanitized woke-a-thon horseshit. I heard Chris Noth was practically thanking the writers for killing him off early. He's like, thanks for the escape clause, you hacks. And the transparency of it all. Oh, the first 10 seasons we were like militantly white. Don't worry, now everyone's hooking up with their conveniently diverse new best friends. Like we're all fucking stupid. The kid's a trans, the wife's suddenly a lesbian, and Miranda, the smart one, the lawyer, is now just ditzy. What the hell happened? She just wakes up one morning and thinks, yeah, my husband, fuck him. I'm in love with this non-binary person who talks like a goddamn linebacker. I bailed after half an episode, couldn't take it anymore. The writing's atrocious, but hey, as long as they hate men and celebrate women acting like stereotypes, everything's just fine. They completely butchered it. Not Miranda, the writers. They know it's dog shit, don't even try to tell me they don't. And that's what kills me, because the original was the comfort watch. On the road, flipping through the channels, stuck in some depressing hotel in, I don't know, Jacksonville, and there it was. Sex in the City, all New York, all the time, pure fucking comfort. Soho Tribeca, the Brownstones, Sarah Jessica Parker, who, by the way, is New York. She's awesome, and she is one of us. But the way they dealt with Samantha, hilarious. Like she just spontaneously combusted and became a different person. Oh, you know, sometimes you lose touch with people, they just don't get what your friendship meant. Yeah, or maybe the actress's agent wanted more goddamn money. That's the most realistic plotline. The fact that those broads can't stand each other. Like Mulaney said, you can have Ocean's 11 with dudes robbing a bank, but in all-female Ocean's 11, 4 of them would break off to bitch about the other 6. And yet they still made it. I mean, come on. Samantha was the best character. The comic relief. And they just cut her out. Cut out the slutty girl. Cut out the funny person. Jesus. And then they start debating who's the hottest. What are we, 12? Samantha, obviously, because she was the biggest slut and the wittiest, clearly. But then there's Charlotte. Paper hopper, goddamn boring. No action in the bedroom. And then it hits me, I actually met her, the actress, back in 7th grade in a diner, right? I was with my buddies after basketball practice, still in my uniform, and I saw her. All right, who the hell believes in ghosts? Seriously? Footsteps in the night? Is that your evidence? I mean, come on. I'm new. In Minnesota, probably got squirrels the size of chihuahuas running around in the attic. A minute's got to be Casper, right? And Elise, you're with your friend here, the footsteps expert, and neither of you've seen a damn thing together. What kind of pathetic haunting is this? Is the ghost just shy? Like, oh, I'm sorry, are you having a nice time? I'll just shuffle around in the dark when you're not looking. How's that? And this guy with his son's girlfriend, what is this, some Scandinavian sitcom I'm missing? He's got a son who's dating someone who's here with him, because apparently young love and a spectral presence are on the same goddamn priority list. And where's the son? Oh, he's flipping burgers at McDonald's. At least he's doing something productive besides waiting for a chain-rattling, sheet-wearing hallucination to scare the crap out of him while his dad eyes up his girlfriend. God damn it, the missed opportunities. McDouble D, I could have had gold tonight. So you're not looking, huh? Still scared of titties or what? You know what, now you just look gay, pal, face it, you've lost your shy guy card. You're officially just avoiding boobs out of principle at this point. It's the only explanation left. Oh, Jesus Christ, another freaking hotel. You know how many Holiday Inns I've had to grace with my presence this year? And you know what always happens? It's like these mouth readers are reading from the same goddamn script. Last name, they grunt like I owe them something. Sagura, I say, and bam, here it comes. The inevitable, whoa, are you Japanese? Like totally 100%, right? Are you kidding me? Oh, we don't get a lot of Japanese folk around these parts. They drool. So I got to slam on the brakes. Hey, genius, newsflash, I'm not Japanese. And they squint at me, the wheels turning like rusty gears, but Sagura, it sounds Japanese. No shit, Sherlock. Maybe because you're pronouncing it like some anime character. I could say Smith in a fake Japanese accent, and suddenly I'm Mr. Miyagi. Then comes the golden question, the one that makes my blood boil. Well, what are you? What am I? I'm a human being, you imbecile. When's that ever a necessary question? The sushi chef, maybe. Fucking accountant. Okay, maybe. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what grinds my gears? These limousine liberals parading around Sunset Boulevard like they're hot shit. 30 feet, you say? A freaking limo pulls up 30 feet away. And who gets out? Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane, people. You know, the guy who's probably wondering why some pasty-faced ginger is yelling at him. But what else are you gonna do? Stand there like a friggin' mannequin? Nah, something just took over me. The spirit of racial. Well, no, let's not call it racial anything, because then I'd be labeled a racist. Let's call it the spirit of mutual recognition. Yeah, that's the ticket. And so I yelled, "Sup, Kane?" And he looks at me like I'm the biggest idiot on the planet. And of course I deny it. Classic. Wasn't me, Kane. Somebody else over there did that shit. Now, I'm not saying you should go yell at Big Daddy Kane, all right? But I am saying that if you ever see the guy and you feel that spirit of mutual recognition, don't fight it. Let that shit flow. And maybe, just maybe, he'll yell back. And if you don't know who Big Daddy Kane is, what rock have you been living under? Seriously, just go educate yourself. And then maybe you'll understand why I'm standing here yelling about a limousine and a rapper. Or maybe I'm just a crazy bastard. I rest my case. So I'm at this supposed doctor's office, right? A place that looks like it was designed by a committee of raccoons. And you can hear everything through the paper-thin walls, like a goddamn public service announcement for medical conditions nobody asked for. And I'm waiting, stewing, when I overhear the doc ask the guy inside, "So what's your medical need for marijuana?" And the guy's like, "Bone disease." Bone disease? Are you kidding me? I thought you just strolled in, winked, and said, "Weed's the bomb." And he'd be all, "Sign here, pal." So naturally I start panicking. My brain's a goddamn pinball machine of worst case scenarios. I'm thinking, just tell him you have AIDS. Yeah, AIDS. He'll ask when you found out, and you say 5 minutes ago. And then what? He asks for proof. Like I carry my goddamn AIDS card and my wallet next to my goddamn Blockbuster membership. No, that's too melodramatic. Dial it back. Then cancer. Yeah, I'll just say I have cancer. Then I remember all my relatives who died from that goddamn disease and think, if I lie about cancer to get high, I'm going to get cancer next week, aren't I? All this bullshit culminates in me sitting in front of Doc Feelgood, who asks that dreaded question, "What's your medical need?" And the best I can muster is, "My eyes hurt." He's all, "Vision problems? You don't wear glasses." And I'm all, "Can't. Hurts. Everything hurts. Ow, ow, ow." And the dude writes me a goddamn prescription for crying out loud. So as I'm leaving, the next guy's walking in. This dude, I swear to God, is a goddamn stereotype walking. The LA Cholo, cocky dickies, oversized white tee, Chuck Taylor's LA hat, and an LA tat. So if he loses his hat, he still has his team, right? Goddamn. So I listen at the door, thinking he's screwed. And the doctor asks, "What is your medical need?" And this guy just says, "I just really like the way that weed makes me feel." And the doctor writes him a prescription. You're telling me I went through all that, contemplated faking AIDS and cancer, and all this dude had to say was, "Weed's awesome, so I feel sorry for the rest of the people with real sickness. At least the last guy had functional eyeballs. You're lucky you have your health, U.S." All right, settle down, you jabronis. 20 million YouTube subscribers, huh? Big deal, like numbers automatically make you smart or funny, right? We're all just gonna pat ourselves on the back for clicking a button. Fucking sheep. And these stupid glasses, paid for by you goddamn enablers. Help us get to 20 million and one. How, so now we're begging? Well, you think I give a rat's ass about some arbitrary milestone on a platform that's drowning in cat videos and unboxing losers? You know what real success is? Not needing your pathetic validation, that's what. You want to see 20 million of something? How about 20 million people realizing that chasing likes is a goddamn disease, turning off their screens and going outside to experience the real world? Nah, that's too much to ask, isn't it? Easier to just mindlessly scroll and inflate some corporate bottom line, so congratulations, you're part of the problem, and you're paying for my goddamn eyewear. Now get off my lawn. All right, settle down, you bunch of morons. 20 million YouTube subscribers. Seriously, what the hell are you all watching cats playing the piano? Let me tell you something about subscribers. It's just another goddamn metric to make you feel inadequate. They tell you, oh, hit this number and you'll be happy. Happy? You know what makes me happy? A world without influencers, without virtue signaling, without, wait for it, algorithm-driven content. You think these platforms give a damn about you, but feeding you garbage designed to keep you glued to your screens, generating ad revenue while your brains rot and you sheep just gobble it up. 20 million subscribers, it's like rewarding a dog for eating its own vomit. You think a number on a screen validates your existence? That's what they want you to believe. They're harvesting your data, manipulating your emotions, and selling your eyeballs to the highest bidder. And for what? So you can watch some idiot unboxing toys or pretending to be an expert on a topic they just Googled 5 minutes ago. We're handing our collective consciousness over to these digital overlords and cheering about it. I look around this room and all I see are potential algorithms, numbers walking, just waiting for the next notification so they can feel relevant. Grow a spine, people. 20 million subscribers, it's just 20 million reasons to be even more pissed off. Wake up before you're nothing but data points and forgotten history, you goddamn digital zombies. So I'm at this goddamn juice bar, right? Fucking $12 for blended kale and sadness. And this chick's complaining someone's vaping like it's the goddamn bubonic plague. Lady, they're not shooting heroin. Relax. But it got me thinking, this whole pot thing, right? Remember those draconian laws? People ruined for a joint. Like they're fucking Pablo Escobar. You call a SWAT team because someone is vaping near some children. You want some chicken fingers or something? And the real kicker, this generation, they're gonna look at us like we're batshit crazy. Try explaining to a kid today that pigeons carried messages. They'll think you're huffing paint. Daddy, what's a pigeon? And I'm supposed to tell my kid I almost got murdered buying weed? Dad, 7-Eleven was on fire? No, dipshit, Daddy was driving 3 hours with strangers hoping they weren't axe murderers. And you know what I was buying? $20 fucking worth of ditchweed. I even bought from a guy in his solo trailer once. Not in a park, a solo goddamn trailer. The trailer equivalent of being banished to Siberia. He goes, I gotta go get it. Watch my place. There's a 357 and a shotgun. Like I'm suddenly Al Capone. This is how stupid it was. How much bullshit we went through. And now we pretend it's always been legal and good for you and organic or whatever. So just remember that next time some millennial tells you to calm down and stop yelling because you were right all along and everyone should be punished. So I moved. All right? Moved into this goddamn Stepford Wives cul-de-sac because I actually made some goddamn money. You happy? And now I'm surrounded by these goddamn, partners and VPs sipping their goddamn artisanal water like I'm supposed to give a shit. Like, ooh, is your water still or sparkling, peasant? Like, I belong here, right? I'm over here trying to figure out if they're into gut stuff or just screwing over the middle class. What's more likely? And wouldn't you know, it's some goddamn senator, and I ain't name dropping, but he's got that punchable face, the one lives right down the street. And the whole neighborhood's gossiping about this clown, and I'm just trying to get my goddamn coffee buzz going with a little morning walk, minding my own business, and who pops out? This goddamn politician. Hey, you look comedian. He says, like I'm supposed to be impressed, like I haven't heard that a million times before. Then he hits me with this gem. Where do you think the term motherfucker comes from? What? Is this a goddamn gotcha moment, Senator? Am I supposed to know the etymology of profanity for you? You think it's from people doing their own moms, he asks, and I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, this is my neighborhood. And I tell him more people do it than you'd think, probably, and this is where it gets really goddamn weird. He comes back with, how about daughter fucker? Daughter fucker. Who the hell says that? Is this some kind of secret Washington, D.C.? Perversion. I wasn't briefed on. I told this guy, if you got kinks, buddy, we can talk, but not like this, not on my goddamn walk. You creeper. He just missed me, walks back in the house, and I'm left standing there like I just walked into a goddamn improv class. So I keep walking, stewing in my rage about the fact that I bought a house next to that, and wouldn't you know it, he comes back out again. Hey, didn't want it to end like that? He says, like I give a shit. Oh, Starbucks, the goddamn weight loss industry's biggest saboteur, right? They got this national conspiracy going, a training campaign to guilt trip you into buying their overpriced pastries. Because God forbid you just want a goddamn coffee. You pull up to the drive-thru, half awake, and they hit you with, welcome to Starbucks. What kind of garbage are you going to shove down your throat today? Eat today. What the hell happened to can I help you? Now it's an interrogation. No shit. What else you want, fatty? Sausage? Why, so I can feel even worse about myself later. I hate that. I respect a good, honest, unadulterated shame. And nobody delivers that better than In-N-Out, that West Coast temple of self-loathing. If you haven't been, what the hell are you even doing with your life? Seriously, get in your damn car. Because at In-N-Out, you order your double fries, the whole shebang, and they hit you with the question that cuts right to your goddamn soul. Will you be eating in the car? Will I be eating in the car? Of course I'm eating in the car. Look at me. They already know, that's why they ask. If you say no, they hand you a bag and basically say, get out of here, you're ruining my vibe. But if you admit your shame, they give you that goddamn open tray like, here, eat like the animal you are, you filthy degenerate. And when half of it ends up in your lap, they just stare.
Like you're about to jerk off when you get home because you're so lonely, which, let's be honest, you probably are. And then just to rub it in, they give you a free milkshake because your sadness is bringing the whole damn place down, and you're making the minimum wage workers depressed, and they just want you to get the hell out of there, which is exactly what Starbucks should be doing. But no, they gotta push that damn sausage croissant, the passive-aggressive bastards. The whole damn thing's just a slow burn into a heart attack and a lifetime of regret. Thanks a lot. Corporate America, so next time, just be honest. Just tell me I'm fat and give me my damn coffee, okay? All right, good evening, you miserable sacks of meat. Farmer, huh?
Yeah, fantastic. Another goddamn heat wave while these genius engineers can't even figure out how to make an iPhone battery last longer than my attention span.
29, they say, a landmark? Bullshit.
I feel like a goddamn melted candle. Not older, just worse. People ain't looking at me thinking, hey, that's a vibrant young man. They're thinking, Jesus Christ, that lanky freak looks like he hasn't slept since Y2K. Get some rest, tall child. Like I ain't trying, pal. The world's loud enough as it is. Childhood, yeah, goddamn picnic. If your picnic was constantly threatened by quicksand, remember that shit? Cartoons made you think quicksand was right up there with falling anvils and sticks of dynamite. Where the hell's the quicksand, huh? Haven't seen a single goddamn quicksand pit in my entire life. Nobody's calling me up saying, hey, avoid I-95, quicksand's a bitch today. And bullying? Oh, don't even get me started. It's terrible, yeah, but you know what else is terrible? Getting bullied for being Asian when you're about as Asian as a goddamn plate of mashed potatoes. Yeah, you heard me. Kids calling me chink and gook. Two completely different nationalities, by the way, but these were kids. They didn't give a flying fuck. How messed up is that? Getting racially abused for a race I ain't even part of. My family's Irish. We're too pale to be anything but Irish. Sure, we take our shoes off inside, but that's because my wife bitches about the carpet, not because we're practicing some ancient ancestral custom. 7th grade, music appreciation. A class we appreciated about as much as a root canal. They take us to the symphony, right? Big fucking gong in the middle of the piece. Every time it banged, the little racist bastards in front of me would stand up, turn around, and bat like some goddamn Fu Manchu nightmare. Offensive? Yeah, you're damn right. But you know what's even more offensive? That's more coordination than most adults have. I'm sorry for the language, all right? But you know what? TV's gone to hell anyway. You can say anything you want now. Just watch Law and Order SVU. They can't say fuck, but they'll happily describe anal contusions and fecal matter in ear canals at 3 in the afternoon. Ice-T, Mr. Cop Killer himself, is a detective on SVU. 11 years on the force, and he's still acting like every case is brand new to him. You mean this guy likes little girls with pigtails? Yeah, Ice, he's a pedophile. You work in the sex crimes unit. Get a grip. They even try to be topical. Remember when all those celebrities were sex addicts? SVU did an episode. Detectives explaining sex addiction to Ice-T. Finally, he gets it. Close up on Ice-T. Oh, I get it. You mean like when someone drinks too much or snorts cocaine or bets the house on the ponies? Yeah, Ice, you finally figured it out. I could have watched 4 more hours of him just listing addictions. Or like when someone smokes too many goddamn cigarettes, or plays too many scratch-off tickets, or eats too much chocolate cake. Fade to Black, created by Dick Wolf. Thanks a lot. I'm divorced, by the way, so don't feel bad, because the definition of divorce is no one has farted in my bed in 2 years. You want me to feel sympathy for a facelift? You looked at other facelifts and thought, yeah, that is something I want, and that's why I'm not going to get a facelift. That's the track. Are you kidding me with this eye donation bullshit? Like I'm supposed to believe some dead actor Jerry Orbach, that schmuck from Dirty Dancing, decides, hey, before I kick the bucket, let's give these peepers to some random New Yorkers. What is this, a freaking charity case for the visually challenged? 2 complete strangers walking around with Lenny Briscoe's eyeballs. Jesus Christ, New York, you're already a cesspool of garbage juice and rats. Now you got people seeing the world through the dead eyes of a B-list celebrity. Seriously, what the hell is wrong with everyone? It's like, oh, let's make a romantic comedy about it. Yeah, a goddamn rom-com about 2 morons who can't find love until they share the same dead actor's ocular cavities. What is this, some kind of twisted geriatric meet-cute? One of them's a sports fanatic. What, did Jerry see a lot of football games before he croaked? And the other is some corporate zombie addicted to her goddamn Bluetooth at a baptism. You gotta be kidding me. And of course they meet when they both make a goddamn dead body joke. Because apparently Jerry Orbach's eyeballs come pre-programmed with the Law and Order punchline generator. School's out. Oh, you're so witty. You saw a dead teacher. Congratulations, you're a freaking genius.
This whole goddamn thing is insane. You know what I'm saying? It's insane. You people are insane. I'm locking my goddamn leftovers in a safe because you can't trust anyone, not even goddamn organ donors. Now clap, you judgmental bastards. All right. So I get this email, right? Someone sent me a wonderful special. Oh, thank you. Like, I'm some kind of goddamn saint handing out blankets to the homeless. It's me and 15 freaking kids, 8 to 13 years old. What the hell kind of idea is that? It'll be funny, they said, and you needed something to do. Like I'm just sitting around knitting goddamn doilies waiting for inspiration. And Sawyer, that maniac, always wanted to put kids on SNL. Can you imagine? Two little brats doing Weekend Update. Jesus Christ. And so now I'm writing kids talking like me. Great, just what the world needs. More angry little midgets. Musical numbers, they said, keep people entertained. What am I, a goddamn dancing monkey? But then get this, they interviewed the kids, asked them what they're afraid of. What the hell are 8-year-olds afraid of in 2019? When I was a kid, it was tarantulas. Remember those hairy bastards? Now it's still tarantulas. What the hell is wrong with these kids? Tarantulas are not a problem. Not in New York City anyway. So we have this premiere. Black tie, can you believe that? These little dictators demanded a red carpet. Who the hell are these kids? Mini CEOs. And auditioning them. Nightmare fuel. 50 or 60 kids singing, dancing. One kid, Lexi, we told her to sing You Ought to Know by Alanis Morissette, and she's all, just the appropriate parts. The appropriate parts. What the hell does an 8-year-old know about the appropriate parts of a song about revenge? And I'm interviewing these kids, filling in the blank. America has a lot of hamburgers, people. This one kid, Alex, he says America has a lot of work to do. What a goddamn Debbie Downer. And then the icing on the cake, they asked me about kids because apparently I'm the go-to guy for parental advice. So I told them I like my free time. My wife and I enjoy our time together. I don't want anything to come between that. They're all nodding like they're goddamn philosophy professors. Then my wife shows up and this little girl, Camille, looks me dead in the eye and says, does your wife know you don't want kids? What the hell? These kids are running the show and I am so going to therapy after this goddamn mess. Because apparently working with kids makes you realize you're better off just adopting a goddamn robot. All right. Listen up, you miserable sacks of potatoes. Late. He was always late. Even when he was pushing 40, still blaming the goddamn traffic like we're all a bunch of morons who just fell off the turnip truck. Oh, the traffic. I left late. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Maybe try setting your goddamn alarm clock a little earlier, you narcissistic prick. It's like you gotta ask someone to own up to their crap, and they look at you like you just asked them to sacrifice their firstborn. What, are we all supposed to tiptoe around these delicate little flowers and pretend they're not the reason we're all miserable? I mean, can you imagine my funeral? Everyone's singing my praises. Oh, Bill was such a wonderful guy. Like I wasn't a royal pain in the ass 90%. Like I wasn't holding in a volcanic eruption of rage most of the goddamn day. Sleep deprivation, yeah, that's what they use for torture. But this guy, he could smoke weed like a chimney. And everyone else is simmering with resentment, but nobody says a goddamn thing. It's like dealing with a goddamn sphinx. And restraint my ass. Being hard to read, that's not a superpower, that's just being emotionally stunted. Sure, it might help you in a poker game, but let's be honest, I'd probably bet the house on a pair of twos because I don't know shit about poker. My old man, God rest his soul, he gave me this advice. Son, if you're on a business call and you don't like what the other guy is saying, just shut the hell up. Silence, that's the key. Let him squirm. Let him backpedal, because people are so afraid of a little goddamn silence that they'll give away the farm just to fill the void. And you know what? He used that crap on us when we were kids. Dad, can I go see Rambo? Silence. You still there? Uh-huh. Silent, and the concession started rolling in. So yeah, at my funeral, I want someone to acknowledge that I was a flawed human being, a cantankerous son of a bitch. But damn it, I enjoyed the ride. You got that? I enjoyed the goddamn ride. I wasn't looking to do any heavy lifting, that's all. And I found the one job that allowed that. And like Werner Herzog said, I don't know if people change each other's lives, but... Oh, you all made it so much better, but if any of you start asking me about seeing any freaking ghosts, I am walking out of this room like a damn specter myself. Oh, the irony? Fucking Nazis are back, huh? Like we didn't have enough problems with Karens and avocado toast. Now we gotta deal with these mouth-breathing morons who think Jews are the root of all evil. Seriously, my wife's Jewish, you know, and let me tell you, she's way more concerned with finding parking than global domination. And these idiots, they're out there spewing this garbage like they invented the internet. It's like, hey, genius, who do you think built your damn iPhone? But I can make fun of my wife, right?
I asked her permission. 3.5 years married, you gotta set the ground rules. I said, honey, can I still bust your balls on stage? And she's like, yeah, just don't say I'm a bitch and you hate me. The bar is so low I could limbo under it in a fat suit. I mean, what kind of show would that be? Hello, my wife's a bitch and I hate her. That's like a self-help group hosted by John Voight and Alec Baldwin. No way, man, my wife is a bitch, but I love her. She's a 5'0" Jewish dynamo. We're opposites. She doesn't give a rat's ass what anyone thinks. She's a goddamn warrior. Me? I need everyone to like me all the time. It's exhausting. She says walking with me is like being with someone running for mayor of nothing. We went to Best Buy, right? Trying to buy a TV. Couldn't commit, but I bought an HDMI cable because I didn't want the guy to be mad. Pathetic, I know. Then the clerk asks about a rewards card and I say, I wish. And my wife, she just bolts. Walks all the way to the goddamn laser printers. Like she's starring in the Blair Witch Project. So I'm standing there looking like an idiot. Well, this guy's trying to upsell me a card like I haven't already revealed my deepest desire. I wanted to say, look, pal, I'm trapped in a loveless marriage with this Jesus freak over here. I can't ask for the things I want in public. We fight about the Best Buy card every night. She's Jewish, I'm Catholic. Big difference. She doesn't give a flying fuck about guilt. I'm practically drowning in it. People always ask about kids. We say no, and they're like, never? I don't know. Never. 14 years ago, I was snorting blow the night before graduation. Now I'm afraid to get a damn flu shot, so maybe shut your face and let people live.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Award shows. Really? You drag yourself out of bed, put on a goddamn tuxedo, choke down some rubber chicken just so you can sit there and pretend you give a damn about who gets a little statue. Like anyone actually deserves one of those things. Anyway, it's all politics, back scratching, and who blew the right producer last week. Am I right? So, Mulaney, you're up there basking in the glory, finally thinking those dumbass Emmys are worth something because you won. And bam, some schmuck decides to propose to his wife. At your moment, what is this, amateur hour? You finally get your time in the spotlight. The sweet taste of validation after years of slaving away. And some sap decides to make it all about him and his eternal love. Yeah, congratulations, buddy. You found someone who tolerates you. Big deal. Go get a room and let the man enjoy his damn trophy, for Christ's sake. And don't even get me started on Deadline, that bastion of journalistic integrity, misspelling his name. They can't even get the damn name right. What, did they hire a chimpanzee to run their website? And who the hell is Jew Alpin anyway? Sounds like a prescription for something embarrassing, like male pattern baldness. Ask your doctor if Jew Alpin is right for you. Results may vary. Side effects include uncontrollable sobbing and an overwhelming sense of regret. Seriously, how hard is it to spell Mulaney? It's not like it's some exotic foreign name, is it? But no, they gotta screw it up, gotta disrespect the guy who just won an Emmy. Probably because they're a bunch of jealous, talentless hacks sitting in their parents' basement, furiously typing away, trying to tear down anyone who actually accomplished something with their lives. It just proves that the internet is a cesspool of morons, fueled by envy and incompetence. But hey, at least they didn't call him Mulvaney, right? Because Mulvaney sounds like a hemorrhoid. So yeah, congratulations, Mulaney. You won an Emmy, but you also got your name butchered by a website run by imbeciles, and your moment stolen by a love-struck idiot. Welcome to Hollywood. Oh, Jesus Christ, more snail mail. You gotta be fucking kidding me with this ancient bullshit, right? I swear, the only reason these goddamn trees are still being murdered is for colleges to send me letters begging for cash. So I open this piece of crap up, and it's my alma mater, all friendly like, hey, remember us? We relieved you of every goddamn dime you ever had. Yeah, I remember you parasites. And then they hit me with this gem. We'd love a little donation. A donation? Is that what you call it? I already donated my goddamn youth, my sanity, and enough money to buy a goddamn house in this overpriced hellhole. See, back in the day when I was dumb enough to actually attend classes, I was shelling out, what, 15 grand a semester? 2 semesters a year for 4 goddamn years. That's 30 grand a year times 4. Jesus, that's $120,000. I basically bought the entire faculty new cars. And now, after all that, you're coming back with your hand out? But did you blow it all on hookers and blow, you greedy bastard? I swear, my college is like that deadbeat uncle who always shows up at Thanksgiving looking for a handout. Just a little something for the road, eh, kid? Road to where, Uncle Touchy? Rehab? And I got these idiot friends, these proud alumni wearing their school sweatshirts like they're fucking brain surgeons. They're all like, oh, you gotta give back, be a good citizen. Listen, if you're still giving money to your college as an adult, your college is a $120,000 hooker, and you're the pathetic chump who fell in love with her. She ain't calling you back, pal. She's moving on to the next sucker with a trust fund. Their letters all like, it's been a while since you've contributed. Yeah, well, it's been a while since you housed and taught me. I thought we had a deal. I gave you a fortune, and you gave me a cinder block cell with a Pulp Fiction poster and a lifetime supply of regret. What the hell did I even get for my money? I went to college when I was 18, looked like a goddamn 12-year-old. and lived like a sewer rat. I ran on caffeine, nicotine, and sheer panic. College was a 4-year game show called Do My Friends Hate Me or Am I Just Delusional? And the grand prize was crippling debt. And the worst part, I signed up for this shit when I was 17, with no lawyer present. That's gotta be illegal. They tricked me, like some goddamn shady used car salesman. They lured me in with promises of intellectual enlightenment and ended up selling me a lifetime supply of ramen noodles and existential dread. And what did I major in, you ask? English. Yeah, clap all you want, you sadist. You're applauding the worst financial decision of my entire life. I paid a fortune for some professor to tell me to read Shakespeare and then not even bother. Seriously, 120 grand. I could have just bought a used Bentley and set it on fire, and it would have been a better investment. College, the ultimate con job, wrapped in a graduation gown and served with a side of crippling debt. Seriously? Another podcast interview.
Jesus, these things are like herpes.
They just keep coming back, right? So, my buddy Mulaney's on, plugging his garbage like the rest of us, and they're gushing about how many times he's been on this friggin' show.
What, is this the Mount Rushmore of mediocre chit-chat?
He's beating Martha Stewart? Martha Stewart, for Christ's sake! What are we doing here?
Talking about social distancing from homemaking royalty. Then it's quarantine, this binge-watching that, and
Suddenly we're dissecting the real housewives of New York. Who gives a flying fire truck about pampered rich broads screaming at each other over Botox and bad decisions? I'm supposed to be impressed this guy is catching up on manufactured drama from 2008. It's leaps and bounds beyond Beverly Hills. Is that the bar we're setting now? He's analyzing their interpersonal dynamics. Who would I be on the show? How would I handle conflict? Are you kidding me? He's trying to apply a Myers-Briggs to women whose entire personalities are predicated on avoiding responsibility and screaming at each other in restaurants. They never apologize. No shit, Sherlock. These are reality TV stars. Empathy and self-awareness are optional upgrades. He's figured out they're self-aware that they're on a reality show. Groundbreaking! So that's the big revelation. The women trying to sell skinny girl margaritas on camera are in fact aware of the cameras. This is what qualifies as insightful commentary these days. It's all marketing themselves. Jesus, he's nostalgic for New York because they show First and 70th. Is that what passes for deep emotional connection now? Oh, I love the way you describe walking against the wind. That place I hate. So we're nostalgic for traffic now. This whole damn thing is a celebration of inauthenticity, artificiality, and the mind-numbing emptiness of modern so-called entertainment. And you know what? We're all complicit, aren't we? We're all watching, aren't we? Paying attention. That is until the next vapid trend comes along and we all forget about it. It is going to come. All right, so you know what pisses me off? These goddamn origin stories. Every comedian's got one, right? Oh, I saw this guy Dennis Wolfberg on cable, like anyone gives a shit who Dennis Wolfberg is. Cable? Jesus, that's like bragging about dial-up internet now. Who are you, my grandpa? Amazing. Jonathan? Bobcat Goldthwait? Seriously. We're supposed to be impressed by your nostalgia for 80s schlock? I mean, fine, David Byrne, okay. Stop Making Sense was funny to you. What? Because you looked like him? You thought you could just flail around on stage and call it comedy? And then you started talking like him? What the hell kind of comedian copies someone else's voice? It's like saying your comedic inspiration is Fran Drescher and just doing the nanny for an hour. How is that funny? You were in a Christmas pageant at 4? Oh, big deal. You were an Israelite passerby. Not even a shepherd. Not even Joseph. I wanted to be the innkeeper. Oh yeah? So you could say, no room at the inn. Real original buddy. Real cutting edge. You were Gary Coleman? What you talking about, Willis? Groundbreaking material there, genius. And then you got all introverted at 10. Oh, Crimea River. Metal bracelets from Urban Outfitters. You were trying things. We all try things. Some of us just don't bore the audience with it. And then the teenage drinking, the coke, the Ritalin, all that cliche nonsense. You were funny when you were messed up. Yeah, so is everyone. That's why it's called a disaster, not a comedy show. You stopped all that fun stuff at 23? Surprise, surprise. Then you became like you were at 8. So you basically went full circle to being annoying. You were a temp at Comedy Central. Oh, the irony. You took the call when Chappelle went missing to South Africa. Health and safety issue. Yeah, right. They were going to send you to LA to protect the tapes. Oh, the drama. But it felt like a hindrance to being a comedian. What, filing paperwork gets in the way of your deep thoughts on airplane peanuts? So you quit and wrote ad copy for Tchotchkes? I'd rather watch paint dry.
and then you emceed for Mike Birbiglia, and then you made 2600. You thought you were rich and had enough money to be evicted in some months? This is comedy? This is your origin story? It's a goddamn sob story. So you quit temp jobs and just did stand-up. Well, good for you. You wanted to make a children's special because you wanted to see it. What about what anyone else wanted to watch? You compared it to Sesame Street. You think you're on the same level as Sesame Street. And you identified with the kids in your special. Oh, so profound. But the young John Mulaney wouldn't have wanted to be in it. You think too much. This is what passes for insight these days. Well, congratulations. You've just told us a long, rambling story about your life. And all I learned is that you were always a little weird. A little self-absorbed and a lot less funny than you think you are. So go promote the damn sack lunch bunch and get off my stage. I'm outie.